to Drustvar, eh? You're lucky you got me skippering this boat. Most of the ferrymen won't dock there anymore. What with all the dark rumors about. Wasn't long ago that traders would frequent this ferry, looking to secure goods from the farmers and the miners there. Lately though, these mines seem to have dried up, and the butchers are nowhere to be found. I'm not superstitious like most Kultirans, but even I have to admit, there's something about Drustvar lately that gives me the willies. Whatever your business is there, I recommend you get it done. Quick. We'll be putting down a little further. Carver's Arbor isn't a friendly port these days. Last time we tried to drop anchor there, a wolf nearly took my leg. There we go. This is the furthest I'll take you. Best of luck, mainlander. If you have gods, you better out there with you here.
Thank you.
Due to several recent, disappearances, a new curfew will be strictly enforced in Fallhaven. For your protection, all villagers are expected to retire to their homes no later than sundown. In addition, we have received reports of dangerous creatures in the foothills. Anyone with business outside the town limits is urged to use caution. Please report any suspicious persons or activity to Mayor White at once.
Dearest husband, I don't know who you think you're fooling, but I've seen you sneaking out into the foothills while you think I'm asleep. Whatever it is you're up to, it better not involve that crazy woman in the woods. She's a dangerous one.
But not half as dangerous as I'll be if I find out you're up to no good!
Dear Foreman Stolton, I apologise for the delay in the latest butchery shipment. I was given some plant scraps by a kindly old woman down the way from my pig feed, but I'm afraid it may have been tainted. My swine have become afflicted with a malady that makes them unusually aggressive. It has been difficult to corral them for transport. I will attempt another shipment by week's end. I don't know where these blasted flies came from, but they've returned each morning for a fortnight now. At this rate, we'll run out of feed for the pigs in a month's time. What curse has befallen this place? I'd bet my last torch it has something to do with that old croon.
Look always to the sea.
Insipid outsider! This village is mine! The mother has willed it! You should turn away now, lest you share their fate. Foolish outside! I will show you the Coven's power! Our power is ancient! You cannot stop my curse!
Fool! You will die screaming! All of Kultiris will suffer. You are only the first! Corlain, tool, come!
I must have you to thank. I never thought I would awake from that accursed state. Fallhaven is in your debt, stranger. Please, tell us how we can repay you.
What now? Finally,
Look,
I've important work
riders
to do.
approaching from the woods.
You will be hereby tried for... Constable! A stranger approaching!
Constable Framer!
Oh, how I
order
loathe
you to release the
interruptions.
Lady Waycrest
What
into
is
my
your
custody.
business here, mainlander?
Miss Waycrest stands accused of witchcraft.
We will not turn her over unless she is absolved of this crime.
There is no time to argue. If you refuse to stand aside, we'll take her by force.
You will do no such thing, Marshal. I order you to stand down.
Glory to House. You've bought us some time, Mainlander. Let's just hope that these villagers truly mean no harm to the Lady Waycrest. Constable, you may continue this trial.
At last, let's get on with it. Has Miss Waycrest determined how she wishes to be tested?
Glory to House
Are you
Waycrest.
quite finished? I'm becoming impatient. Move along. These witches aren't gonna... Finally! The trial can commence. As is customary, the Lady Waycrest has chosen the tests she will undergo to prove her innocence of the accused crime of witchcraft. She has selected this mainlander to administer the tests. An unusual choice, but as a show of good faith, I will allow it. The first test will be the shedding of tears. Let it be known that Miss Waycrest shed not one tear during this entire process. Is the accused even capable of weeping? Show us, that we may pass our judgment.
Go ahead, Mainlander. Show them.
She's crying? Witches can't do that, can they?
Calm down, calm down! There may still be trickery afoot. We will continue with the trial. The second test will be the stinging of insects. It is well known that even the voracious bloodfly will not taste of a witch's vile blood. Release the flies, then watch as they scatter from her bewitched flesh.
Ow! Oh! Oh! That stings!
The bugs don't seem to be avoiding her. If anything, they're biting more than usual.
Interesting, but hardly conclusive. Let us move on to the final test, the purging of the viscera. It is well known that a witch's power is fueled not by food, but by consuming the souls of her victims. Her insides are an empty husk. Are you prepared to prove otherwise, Miss Waycrest?
Indeed, I shall. The venom, Mainlander. Oh, I don't feel so...
She got sick! That's impossible! Maybe she's not a witch after all. But what of our village?
Quiet! I will be the one passing judgment here. I remain unconvinced. This still does not explain the happenings at Fletcher's Hollow.
What? After all I just went through?
Tests or no, you will only be absolved once we uncover the truth of what happened to our village.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mainlander, but I may have to ask another favor.
Welcome to Fletcher's Hollow, Mainlander. Sorry for the mess, but we've got a bit of a witch problem on our hands. Unless you plan on helping out, I suggest you move along. Enough chit-chat. You hear that, boys? The Mainlander's gonna help us take our town back. Let's hope you brought an army in that pack of yours. All right then. All right, boys. Let's secure this road so we can. Looks like they're onto us. Protect the civilians. Mainlander, take a position with them and hold off any attacks from the town. More attackers from the town. Hold your position. Looks like they're sending in the big guns. Brace yourselves, boys. Didn't I tell you? That's the last of the villagers. With any luck, they'll make it to Fallhaven unscathed. Make it quick. The only good... A word of warning, Mainlander. Avoid the mine at all costs. I don't know what they're up to, but the magic coming out of that place seems to sap your very life away. I've already lost 2 good men in there. Don't make yourself the third.
The Coven will claim you.
Sisters of the Coven, take heed. The miners at Fletcher's Hollow have stumbled upon a previously undisturbed ruin, hidden deep within the Elder Stone Mine. The tomb inside may hold powerful relics that could prove useful for our Coven's rituals. Do what you must to secure the town. I will arrive shortly to investigate the ruins personally.
The only good witch is a dead witch.
So, some meddlesome clod managed to turn one of our creations against us? You must think you're so clever. It matters not. See what becomes of the enemies of the Coven. Acolytes, destroy our wayward pawn. I will not have my work disrupted! Impressive. But it will take more than that to best a matron of the Heartsbane Coven! Face my wrath! You cannot. My sisters are many. Kultiris will fall.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Attention! It has been determined that another witch was in fact responsible for the curse in Fletcher's Hollow.
Miss Waycrest, you are free to go, with my apologies.
Thank you, Constable. Shall we, Mainlander? That's better. Now let's...
Look out! Enemies from the woods!
It's an ambush! Defend the villagers!
The traps aren't slowing them down anymore! More incoming! What in creation is that?
The Mother will have you, Lucille Waycrest.
We'll protect the lady, Mainlander. Take out their leader.
You are fools to resist. The Heartsbane will claim Kultiris. The Mother will take you!
Marshal, what do you know of this coven? Tell me what is happening to our land.
It is worse than you know, my lady. This coven has spread like wildfire throughout Drustvar. They've overrun much of the land past the mountains. We've only a handful left holding Aram's stand.
And my father? What is he doing to combat this incursion?
They have him, my lady. We were working on a way to extract him when we heard word of this trial.
Well then, it looks like we're going to have to take the fight to the coven. I think I know how to do just that. Marshal, you and your men will travel to Aram's stand. I will meet you there after a brief detour.
But my lady, it will be safer if...
I will not hear it, Marshal. This Mainlander will accompany me and ensure I come to no harm.
I hope you're right, my lady. Form up, men! We ride!
Come, hero. We ride to High Road Pass. Bella, I'll need you to follow this one and carry the supplies they find, okay? Glory to House Waycrest. I can't believe we're here. My father used to tell me stories about this place. It contains an ancient secret of our house, from back when the Waycrests first settled this land. We just need to find the entrance. That's it! The way is opening. Long ago, when Kultiras was first settled, our people encountered a savage group of warmongering barbarians. They called themselves the Drust. Drustvar was their ancestral home. It was from here that they launched endless raids into our fledgling hamlets. This carried on for countless years, until the ancestors of House Waycrest decided that something had to be done. Wait! What was that? Look out! Oh, I'm sorry, Mainlander. The Coven's magic must be disturbing the spirits of the ancient Drust. We'll have to be careful. My ancestors fought against stone constructs, much like these in their war against the Drust. The Waycrests have always been hearty folk, but the Drust's magic was strong. We were losing the war. In the end, it was our scholars that turned the tide. Wait! Look out! As I was saying, the tide of the war shifted when our scholars began to uncover weaknesses in the Drust's magic. They compiled what they learned into a treatise on weapons and tactics that could be used to defeat the barbarians. Armed with this knowledge, our men started driving the Drust back into their mountain holds. They kept that knowledge hidden here, safe from unwanted hands. It looks like some rubble blocks our path ahead. Can you clear the way? Wait. Something's not right. Mainlander, behind you! I've never seen a construct that big before. Are you all right? What am I saying? Of course you're all right. I can see it'll take more than a few stones to bring you down. Come along. The book should be in here. Here it is. The last resting place of the Order of Embers. Are you ready to revive ancient history? Fair winds, if you are prepared to follow the path of the Order, take up the book. The knowledge within will grant you, as well as our forces, the edge needed to destroy the foul coven that plagues our land. Thus is reborn the Order of Embers! Now then, I believe we have some witches to kill.
I know you're trying to help, but you must stop these adventures of yours. It's dangerous out there.
You don't understand, Marshal. The knowledge we've unearthed could be the key to saving my father from the Coven.
I wish I had your faith, Lucy. But I think it'll take more than ancient legends to eliminate this threat.
The Coven will pay for their atrocities. Now, it says here that the Order used special weapons against the Drust to counter their dark magic. If my theory is correct, then whatever they used could also disrupt the Coven's magic. Let me see if there is something here we can try. Much better. Could you do me a favor and jot this down? My notebook is here somewhere. Okay. Rowan wood? No, that doesn't grow around here. Alchemical fire? Oh, if only Master Ashton were here. He would have a field day. I need you to find my sewing kit. It should be somewhere in my bag over there. The tome mentions that the Inquisitors of old would use weapons of silver to disrupt the magic of the Drust. If the Coven wields similar magic, they may be vulnerable to silver as well. Marshal, we may have found weapons to use against the Coven. We will need able-bodied soldiers to wield them.
We have many capable troops stationed here, milady. They'll make fine recruits for your Order of Embers.
How might I help? Be wary of the woods. So, Marshal Reed believes that you are the key to driving back the Coven. I have my doubts, but I will carry out my orders. I will join the others and await your command, Mainlander.
State your business.
So, you're the one behind this Order of Embers I've been hearing about.
While I don't buy into all this hocus-pocus, anything is better than sitting here waiting for the Coven to kill us all. You have my blade, Mainlander.
Say hi, Winston. Be seeing you. New orders, then? Come, Winston. Looks like we have witchers to fight.
Uh-huh. Got it.
Clumsy oaf.
It's about time.
Mainlander, eh?
So, you found us out. You must think yourself so clever. No matter. Soon your discovery will die with you. Attack my pets! You're strong! But I was promised greatness!
You have need of me? Go with the tides, so the rumors are true. The Order of Embers is reformed. And here I thought their tales were merely some historian's overactive imagination. Thank you for delivering these orders. I shall report to Miss Waycrest at once.
With House Waycrest. There were words of induction somewhere in the tome. Let me see. Ah, here we are. Brothers and sisters, today you become the searing fire that burns away the darkness. Today, you become the shining blade that cuts through the wicked. Today, you become the beacon of hope against the endless foe. By the authority of House Waycrest, I name you Inquisitors of the Order of Embers. Now, before we depart, I'll need someone to undertake a special task for the Order. Any recommendations, Marshal?
Captain Cleardawn, excuse me, Inquisitor Cleardawn is as reliable as they come. I'm sure she can handle anything you need her for.
Thank you, sir. What do you require of me, milady?
If we wish to defeat the Coven for good, we will need more than silver. We will need fire. Take this recipe for alchemical fire to Master Ashton in Falconhurst. He will know what to make of it.
Yes, ma'am.
The rest of us will need to prepare for the ride to Corlain. Marshal, I understand you have a plan of attack.
Yes, we ride out on the Mainlander's command.
Champion, if I may have a word with you, I would like your assistance. We've not a moment to waste. Falconhurst hasn't been heard from in days. I will meet you there. It seems as if the Cultirans in the Steel are civilians? Sailors and some farmers? Wait, this depicts one of the early Cultiran settlements. One of the lost settlements. When we landed here, we tried peace. But the Drust went to war immediately. Only a few tolerated new neighbors. But this, they've glorified the slaughter. The Cultirans don't even have weapons. It's a victory over another Cultiran settlement. The large figure in the center is their legendary leader, I think. Interesting that we don't see any of their constructs taking the field. Ha! And here we are, fighting back. Even their leader is withdrawing from the field. This is clearly Gorak Tull, their greatest leader. Ah, he is leading a ritual to create the stone constructs. The constructs began to take the field. He'd run out of living warriors, so he created a new army. But what empowered the stones? Interesting. I hadn't realized the constructs came later as part of his desperation to win. This isn't Drust. It's a Cultiran carving over a Drust monolith. That's Lord Aram Waycrest when he was just a colonel leading the final assault. And there, that is Gorak Tull being stabbed by Waycrest. Histories of this event always say Lord Aram killed Gorak Tull, and his army fell thereafter. But here you can see all his constructs shattering as he's stabbed and his power broken. There was some connection. Another stele. This one also shows Gorak Tull. It is after the battle, but Tull isn't shown dead. Wounded and broken, but not dead. Gorak Tull did not survive. Witnesses wrote of his defeat.
Your ancestors were fools, as are you. The Cultiran plague will be cleansed, and we will retake our lands. But you will not live to see that day. Arise, Guardian, and slay these trespassers!
Farewell. I will do some scouting and meet you further down the path. Over here! How might I help? Remain steadfast. I'll help reinforce the village's defenses. I will meet you there.
The world will burn. We will win.
You're looking for Ashton? Walk with me. I haven't seen him, but I did see his apprentice. We cannot thank you enough for showing up when you did, Lieutenant.
My title is Inquisitor now, Mayor. Lady Lucille has reforged the Order of Embers to combat these witches.
She has? I thought they were just a legend.
They were real. They are real. Lady Lucille is determined to take back our lands and our people.
If she does that, she'll have my full support.
The attack on Falconhurst was fierce. I hope Master Ashton is still alive.
If anyone could survive, it's him. I'm going to check the lab's gardens, Inquisitor.
Stand back! I have alchemy, and I know how to use it!
At ease, Master Ashton! We're friendly.
Well, don't you both look dangerous? Ha! Was the attack over then? The town is in good hands. So, would you kindly explain what is going on?
Master Ashton, we have been sent by Lady Lucille Waycrest to find you.
So I gathered. But why me?
Lady Lucille has reforged the Order of Embers, using ancient texts as our guide. We will fight these witches as we once battled the Drust. She found an alchemical recipe that was effective in the past. She requests that you attempt to recreate the formula.
Lady Lucille thinks it might be useful, I assume? Well, let's see it. Fascinating. A remarkable formulation. Very flammable. Inquisitor, it will be my distinct pleasure to assist you and the Lady Lucille in this task.
I am very glad to hear that, Master Ashton.
You put out those fires and I'll set up what we need in the lab.
Our champion will assist you in whatever you might need, Master. I will go see if I can't help Mayor Royston.
You want my assistance? I came from the woods. We fought. Master Ashton shoved me aside and they took him. We have to get him back.
We will get him back. Just sit. Martin, are you well enough to travel?
I suppose I am.
Then mount up. Champion, we shall ride ahead and try to locate Master Ashton. Meet us in the Crimson Forest.
Hey, let me out of here.
The things I've seen. The horror. The horror.
Master Ashton, are you back with us?
Oh, I believe so. Thank you, Martin.
Master Ashton, will you see this to the end?
I will indeed. Martin and I shall stay.
Fantastic.
There seemed to be a great deal of activity at the ruins near the giant tree.
Then we shall meet our friend there. Good luck, champion. Stay close, gentlemen, and we'll sneak through the witches' lines.
The witches spoke of a grand rite to call forth their master.
Their master?
A malevolent being who grants them power. I have heard his rage echoing in the darkness. Their master hates the Cultirans with every fiber of his being. Even the witches are mere pawns in his bid to return to our realm. Based on what I overheard while held captive, I suspect this entity is connected to the Drust.
Not just any Drust. Their leader, I would wager. The being Aaron Waycrest fought against in ages past.
A millennia-old spirit bent on vengeance who wants to kill us all. Lovely.
We must stop this grand rite at all costs. There! A door!
In the tree!
Is no one going to mention that massive wicker golem? Because I feel it should be mentioned.
One crisis at a time, my boy!
Enough! Interlopers! You meddle in affairs beyond your ken! You cannot stop me from reclaiming what is mine!
Fair winds.
I have fashioned the greater control charm out of the others we acquired. Use it on the Demolisher. We'll ride that monster out of here.
More than that, we'll use it to destroy them. Come on, everyone climb aboard. We can signal for an extraction at the high ground northwest of here. But before we go, we should take advantage of the situation and lay waste to their army. There is a certain satisfaction in using the Coven's own weapon against them.
I do quite enjoy its earth-shaking stomp.
We should start heading for the ridge in the northwest. Aram's stand will have a clear line of sight for our signal.
Is it almost over? Oh, please tell me it's almost over.
Well met, champion. There are Griffin riders waiting for the signal. It is safe to fly over the forest now. I just hope they get here quickly. Stand strong. Farewell. Thank you for assisting me, champion. I will report our mission's success to Lady Lucille.
I shudder to think what might have become of me had you and the Inquisitor here not intervened.
I appreciate not being dead.
The Order of Embers has stood against Goraktal once again. With allies, we shall continue to stand strong. Fair winds, champion.
Death to our enemies!
Marshal Reed, are those your men?
Yes. The Coven took them. Now they're no more than mindless pawns. We will have no choice but to cut through them.
I'm sorry.
All right, men! Let us take this tower and drive the Coven from Corlain! Glory to House Waycrest! We can handle these soldiers, Inquisitor. Find their leader! I am bidden!
Corlain belongs to the Coven!
Forgive me. Forgive me.
You cannot.
Excellent work, Inquisitor. This tower will provide us a vantage over Corlain and all of its holdings.
Will you hold
Lovely
still?
day for some
I
witch
need to
hunting,
make this
isn't
tight.
it? I'm trying. It would be easier if you weren't attempting to rip my arm off. Who's a good bird? Well done. Now, the path to Waycrest Manor runs through Upper Corlain. We should check that out first. So, they put up a barrier, eh? I can't say I'm surprised, but that will prove problematic. Why don't we do a flyover of the town proper? Be sure to come in low enough that we can get a good look. They're rounding up the townspeople. That must mean that they're not completely under the Coven spell. Maybe there are more survivors out there. Before we return, there's one last place we should check. There's an armory right over the hill. Let's see if anyone's home. The blacksmith is alive. Hurry back. We need to let Marshal Reed know what we saw. I'm sure he'll have a strategy in mind. Thank you for returning Winston to me in one piece. I'm sure Reed will be interested in what you saw out there.
Mind your tack. Get on then. No, ain't much here. But I got a notion how to maximize its potential. Let me work this for a spell. Meanwhile, I believe I spied an old hand cannon in the repair heap over there. Fetch it for me, and we'll see what we can do. That's the one! Just toss it atop the table there. I'll need to modify this here hand cannon a mite first. Ah, there we go! All that's left is to give the girl a name. How about we call her Witchrend? Oh, and one more thing. Don't be trying to fire her too fast. You'll damage her carriage if you're not careful. Good luck, and put some witches in the ground for old Angus.
I'm telling you, Arthur, you should not allow this. Our daughter marrying a common merchant?
Lucy is merely following her heart, Meredith. Just as I did when I wed you.
Her heart isn't doing our house any favors.
While I am thankful for your help, I must ask that you not rummage through my daughter's undergarments.
We are looking for a book. Don't you think we would have already checked the bookcase? Why would my husband put his notebook in Lucille's pack? Are you daft?
I don't believe I left them with Lucy's letters, but I suppose it's prudent to be sure. Oh, you found it! Thank the tides. Please inform the happy couple I will be down shortly. Oh, and do convey my apologies for the delay.
Here he comes.
But where is Lady Waycrest?
Please forgive my tardiness.
It's fine, Father. Where is Mother?
She will be down shortly. She asked that I begin in her stead. Shall we?
By all means. Please proceed, Father.
Very well. Friends, family, and honored guests, we gather on this fine autumn day to celebrate the joining of Lucille and Alexander. As the Lord governing Drustvar, and as Lucille's proud father, it is my honor to wed these two in the presence of the land, the sky, and the sea. Alexander, have you prepared the... Wait, what was that?
Nothing personal, kid.
Alexander! No!
An ambush! Lucy, get behind me! Guards, to arms!
Here is your money, outlaw. Take it before anyone sees you.
Always a pleasure doing business with you, lady. Seems we have a visitor.
Idiot! There can be no witnesses!
Don't worry. I'll get rid of this pest.
You had better!
Lady Waycrest is a powerful enemy. You will regret seeing this.
Fair winds, friend. At last, I can leave the memories of this place behind. Thank you, friend.
Glory to House Waycrest. Oh, Alexander, I wish you were here.
I will
now.
always be here, dear Lucy. Always.
Inquisitors! This is our chance to rescue Lord and Lady Waycrest and put an end to this insufferable coven. Stick close and do not stop your advance until we've breached the manor gates. For House Waycrest!
Keep moving. We've got this. Go for the eyes, Winston.
You screeched at the wrong woman, witch.
We'll cover the flanks. Stay with Lucille and the Marshal.
That's far enough.
Mother? Is that you?
I'm so glad you could join us, my dear. Your father has missed you so.
What? What have you done to him?
Be appreciative, girl. Not only is your father alive and well, but he will soon be Lord of all Kultiras. Come join us, child.
Keep away from her, you heartless witch!
Why, Marshal, that's no way to talk to a lady. I should teach you some manners! Marshal, be a dear and bring Lucille to my quarters after you dispose of these pests. Come, Arthur.
As you wish, Mother. I obey.
No! This is not right!
Fight it, Marshal!
Dearest Lucy, I have failed you. I'm sorry.
No, Marshal. No. Mother, what have you done? Inquisitors, the final battle is upon you. May the winds be at your back.
Aye, ma'am. We'll put the coven in the ground. Inquisitors, on me! Glory to House Waycrest!
I will join you inside, Inquisitor. I may not be of much use in combat, but my mother must be brought to justice, and I must be there to see it through. For my father, and for Drustvar.
Welcome home, daughter. I see you brought guests.
Don't you dare call me daughter, witch!
Such insolence! Wait until your father hears of this. In the meantime, I leave you in the care of my servants.
Come back and face my steel!
Nice!
My blade is ready.
Running off seems like a bad idea. We have more of a plan than that. Right?
Heroes, your strength is needed. We must see this evil brought to an end.
We'll investigate the grounds while you dispatch her servants. Good hunting.
Oh, look, husband. Your supper
3,
has arrived.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1. I will never let him go. We will never be parted.
At long last, the nightmare is over.
Foolish child, you lack vision. Death is an inevitable force that stalks you at every turn.
Gorak Tool, how is this possible? My ancestors defeated you ages ago.
Your ancestors wiped out my people, but they could not destroy me. For countless years, I waited to enact my vengeance. Until,
Where's the
at long last, your mother provided me the means. Lady Waycrest was merely a vessel for my power. By destroying her, you have opened the doorway to your world. Now, your nightmare is just beginning.
We cannot allow Gorak Tool to cross into our world.
Every horror in the manor is making its way to us. Sterntide and I will hold them here. You have to finish this.
None will escape my vengeance!
Hurry! Set them aflame before the Trust King resurrects them!
Death cannot hold me. Fools! You have merely defeated a vessel. I await you in the Blighted Lands.
We've done it. Gorak Tol has been banished.
See? There is nothing a strong arm and a sharp steel can't fix.
Thank you, heroes. You've broken the Coven and released us from Gorak Tol's power. We are in your debt.